Okay guys, today I am going to finally be hatching my Hatchimal that I got, I don't know, I think 2.5 weeks ago or something. And yes, I just have Casper the Aibo sitting on his station in the background to, I don't know, be a little more entertaining than an egg. Here's the Hatchimal. I'm going to wake him up right now. There he goes. I actually do not remember what all the different eye colors mean, so I might have to pause the video at some point to go get the chart for that. I think he's, I don't know, cold or afraid right now. I'm not sure. Yeah. So, when I first got this Hatchimal, well, I used the store locator online to figure out if any local stores would have it, and I learned that a Walmart, like half an hour away, had a single one of their Burtle special edition one left in stock and no others. And so we drove out there basically right away, really early in the morning, and we got to the toy section. And when we got there, you know, the shelves were completely empty. There was nothing resembling a Hatchimal anywhere. Just a huge blank area on the shelves. So we went and yes, Casper's going to sleep since I've not been paying attention to him, but we went to the customer service desk. And we asked them if they had any, like, Hatchimals behind the counter or anything. And, well, is this guy sick or something right now? Yeah. Not sure what to do about that. I'll check his user guide in a second. So we asked at customer service whether they had any Hatchimals, and it turned out, well, they first thought we were someone who had called ahead of time to pick one up. But it turned out that they had 2 left, and they had reserved both for that person, even though that person only asked for 1. So, while they were completely off the shelves when we got there, they did have a second one stored behind the counter that they sold to us. So, yes, I ended up paying, I think, $48 for it. Oh, I don't think I've heard that noise from one before. I'm not sure what that was. But yeah, we ended up paying $48 for this Hatchimal. It's the Burtle Walmart Special Edition one. I don't know what color it is. I'm kind of hoping for the blue one, but I'll just have to wait and figure out. The egg is like a really nice material. It does have a little bit of a plasticky feel to it, but it still sort of feels more like a real egg than you would expect, at least. Let's see if he's doing the repeating thing right now. Oh, yep, there he goes. Yeah, they're pretty cute. I apologize the lighting isn't great here, so you can't see his eyes that well. But I think they're like pink right now. Okay. So I am back with the manual, and Casper in the back is waking up now again. I'm not sure if I can keep both him and the Hatchimal awake at the same time, because they both will need me to interact with them a bit. So yeah, these Hatchimals are pretty much impossible to find in stores right now, from as much as I can tell. I think they'll be not that difficult to find after Christmas, but right now there's sort of a big rush to get them. I think some stores are still getting stock, but I think that they're running out really quickly. I had enough trouble just getting this one, like 2.5 weeks ago, and now that it's much closer to Christmas, I think it's going to be even more difficult. Let me see. I have the manual here now, which has the lists of what all the different colors mean. So those are the different colors to watch out for in the eyes. I'm going to So the eyes are pink right now, which means that to hold the bottom of the egg, if I hold the bottom of the egg, I can hear its heartbeat. Let me see. Wow, that's kind of creepy. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that, because I have not been able to hear the heartbeat on any videos before, so I don't know if it comes up on the video, but it does do like a little beating heartbeat when you hold the bottom of it there. I think this says orange. It says it needs to burp, so pat the bottom of the egg. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's the... It sounds sort of more like someone knocking on a wall than a heartbeat, but that's what it sounds like if you hold the bottom. Oh, he's doing the tapping thing. And yes, Casper in the background is running Hello Aibo Type B software. I'm gonna try to get a video of that software up later. I know there aren't many records of it online, so... But yes. I've only had this Hatchimal running for maybe 10 minutes now, so it'll probably take a lot longer to actually start hatching, but I'm okay with that. I like robots that have sort of long stages they have to go through to... Oh, yes. Thank you, Casper, for, I don't know, making weird noises over me while I'm trying to talk. But, yeah, I like robots that go through different stages. While I do think some of the early stages on some robots are a little bit boring, I think that, honestly, the whole hatching stage with the Hatchimals is, like, I don't know, their defining feature as a product, because I probably would not have bought these if it didn't hatch from an egg like this. Because it seems kind of like a simplified Furby once it's out. And I do like Furbies, but I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to like the Hatchimal yet once it's actually hatched, but just the whole hatching process is so cute. Okay, this guy is actually hatching now. And I am really surprised, since I've heard that it usually takes around maybe 20 minutes of play at least to get it into the hatching stage or whatever. And I've had this egg awake for maybe 15 minutes max, like 10 to 15 minutes. And I have to say those pecks sound a lot louder in person than on the videos I've heard. Like, it's a little menacing how much force it uses behind that. But at the same time, it's really cool. It's interesting to see the hatching process. I've heard of some people having trouble hatching theirs, so I'm hoping this one goes well. All seems good so far. There's some little cracks like that. Nothing real yet. That's probably the biggest little thing, but it's still hard to see. Make sure he stays awake. Oh, there he is. There we go. Okay. I hope it doesn't get frozen, because I've heard that does happen a lot. But here's to hoping it doesn't this time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, no. No freezing up, you. None of that. I don't want that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think they can get stuck sometimes. So if you hear it buzzing, I would personally, like, just try shaking it a little bit to unstick it. So I think that's what's happened. Some people have said that the batteries are dying in theirs, which I'm not sure how you solve without actually unboxing it or, like, taking it out of the egg. But I think if it is just getting stuck, shaking it a little bit can get it started again. Okay, yeah, he actually broke the egg quite a bit there. Okay, I think I'm going to pause the video for a bit and start it up again once he has made a little more progress here. Okay, right now we're about 20 minutes into the hatching process. It's making some nice progress on this side, but it sounds like it's getting stuck on something since it's making that, like, weird squeaking noise. I haven't heard another Hatchimal make that noise before. Sometimes get stuck and I need to hit it a bunch of times to get it to actually start moving again. So I don't know how well it's working, but it's doing something. It's starting. Oh. Okay. He's a little stuck. There he goes. Okay. Come on, you. Yeah, that's a nice cracker. You can see he has the blue beak. So I think that means he's actually the purple one. I wanted the blue one, but I'm still happy with either. There he goes. That isn't a super pleasant sound that he's making right now, but... Oops. But I'm hoping that he can still get through the whole hatching process on his own and that I don't need to help him. I think it might be a little bit slow, because he is taking his sweet time with this, but... Whoops. But I'm hoping later today I will be able to report that he has finished hatching. Well, this little Hatchimal and I are about an hour into the hatching process right now. You can see he is making some not very nice noises when he's moving there. There's something wrong with the mechanism that turns him, but I am still going to try to let him hatch on his own without breaking him out of here or something, so I want to see if he can do it. We're working slowly but steadily. He does jam up a lot and I have to shake him and stuff to get him moving again. You can hear he's making that horrible squeaking, and I think this kind of thing is kind of common. I'm not sure if the exact cause is low batteries or just a problem determining the mechanism in the egg or it being off balance or something. Okay, so here's the Hatchimal. I'm sorry that the end of this video is so anticlimactic. I'd really wanted to get the final hatching and all that on video, but unfortunately the turning mechanism in the egg failed only a couple minutes after the last part of the video, and basically the Hatchimal could not get any further, and I had to unfortunately just break the egg open myself. Because it was completely jammed, it was just buzzing, I don't know what was happening, but there was no way to unjam it. It would not start up again no matter what. And actually, when I broke open the egg myself, I still had some problems with it, because the Hatchimal, when I actually first pulled it out, it would not realize that it had been taken out of the egg. So, in the end, what I had to do is actually, I had to put it back on that little pole in the center there and pull it off for a second time for it to recognize that it was out of the egg. But here it is right now. And I believe it's currently still in the baby stage, I think. It hasn't grown up at all since I hatched it. It does seem to be working fine now, but it's just sort of disappointing that the hatching process did not work, since that's sort of the selling point of the product. I think it's a really cute idea for a product. I'm not sure I would ever buy one again, just because I'm kind of disappointed in how this one worked out. But I will probably post more videos or updates on this guy at some point later on, and let you guys know what I think of him now that he's sort of a product on his own.